Welcome to the channel, everybody. Today we're going deep, man, into a world most people are too scared to even think about. We're talking about the dark, the dangerous, the downright terrifying world of crime. We're talking about the baddest dudes on the planet, the kind of guys who make your blood run cold just hearing their names. These are the guys who operate in the shadows, pulling strings, making moves, and leaving a trail of chaos in their wake. Stay tuned as we uncover the top 5 most dangerous criminals in the world. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. First up, we got a guy who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. This dude's name is synonymous with cartel violence, drug trafficking, and let's be honest, straight-up legend status in the underworld. His story is one of power, ambition, and a relentless drive to dominate. El Chapo meaning shorty, kinda ironic, considering the massive shadow this guy cuss was born in Sinaloa, Mexico. This region is infamous for its deep-rooted connections to the drug trade. That's ground zero for some of the most brutal cartel activity on the planet. The violence here is not just a backdrop, it's a way of life, shaping the destinies of those who grow up in its midst.
We're talking about a region where violence is a way of life, and I rose to the top of the food chain. It wasn't easy, but I was determined to make my mark. I joined the drug trade early, learning the ropes from some of the most notorious figures in the game. These were the people who taught me the ins and outs of the business, but I wasn't content just being another cog in the machine. I had bigger plans, and I was willing to do whatever it took to see them through. I was ambitious, ruthless, and I had a knack for escaping even the most secure prisons. My escapes became legendary, adding to my mythos. Seriously, I broke out of jail twice. Each time, it was a meticulously planned operation that left authorities baffled. Once in a laundry cart. A laundry cart. Can you believe that? It was like something out of a Hollywood movie.
We're talking about a criminal mastermind here, someone who could outthink and outmaneuver law enforcement at every turn. El Chapo's organization, the Sinaloa cartel, became a global powerhouse under his leadership. They were not just a local gang, they were an international syndicate. They were moving tons of cocaine, heroin, you name it, across borders like it was nothing. Their operations were sophisticated and far-reaching, and they were making billions doing it. The sheer scale of their profits was staggering, fueling further expansion and corruption. But El Chapo's reign couldn't last forever. The authorities were always on his tail, and the pressure was mounting. After years on the run, he was finally captured in 2016. It was a major victory for law enforcement, but the saga was far from over. The manhunt for this guy was insane, like something out of a movie. It involved countless resources and international cooperation. They finally got him, extradited him to the US, and now he's serving a life sentence. But even in prison, his influence is felt. But here's the thing about El Chapo. Even behind bars, his legend lives on. His story continues to captivate and inspire fear. He's a symbol of the power and the danger of the drug trade, a reminder that some people are willing to go to any lengths to get what they want. His legacy is a testament to the dark allure of power and the human cost of the drug war. Next up, we're heading to India, where organized crime takes on a whole other level of complexity. The underworld here is a labyrinth of power, influence, and fear, with roots that run deep into the fabric of society. We're talking about Dwood Ibrahim, the mastermind behind the 1993 Bombay bombings. His name is synonymous with terror and crime, a figure who has cast a long shadow over the city of Mumbai. This wasn't just some random act of violence, man. It was a meticulously planned operation designed to inflict maximum damage and sow chaos. This was a coordinated attack, a series of 13 explosions that ripped through Mumbai, killing over 250 people and injuring hundreds more. The city was left reeling, its streets scarred by the violence. It was a devastating blow, and it sent shockwaves throughout India and the world. The sheer scale of the attack was unprecedented, leaving a lasting impact on the nation's psyche.
I am the man behind it all, a phantom. My presence is felt but rarely seen, a ghost in the underworld. I've been on the run ever since the bombings, with rumors swirling about my whereabouts. Some say I've vanished into thin air, while others claim to have seen me in the shadows. Some say I'm hiding out in Pakistan, protected by powerful figures. They say I have allies in high places, shielding me from the law. Others claim I'm constantly on the move, a ghost flitting from one safe house to another. My life is a constant game of cat and mouse, always staying one step ahead.
But one thing's for sure, Dwood Ibrahim's reach extends far beyond the shadows. His influence is felt in every corner of the criminal world. He's believed to be the head of D Company, a sprawling criminal organization involved in everything from drug trafficking and extortion to contract killings and even Bollywood film financing. His operations are vast and varied, touching every aspect of the underworld. We're talking about a criminal empire that spans continents, with tentacles reaching into every corner of the globe. His network is intricate and far-reaching, a testament to his power and cunning, and at the heart of it all is Dwood Ibrahim, the elusive kingpin who seems to always be one step ahead of the law. His ability to evade capture is legendary, making him a figure of both fear and fascination. He's a master manipulator, a shadowy figure who exerts his influence from the shadows. His strategies are as complex as they are effective, ensuring his continued dominance. And despite decades of investigations and manhunts, Dwood Ibrahim remains a free man, a testament to the power and reach of organized crime. His story is a chilling reminder of the dark underbelly of society where power and corruption reign supreme. Now, let's talk about a guy who gives even El Chapo a run for his money in the art of disappearing department.
Meet Matteo Messina Denaro, the Sicilian mafia boss who's been on the lam for over 3 decades. This dude's like a ghost, a phantom haunting the cobblestone streets of Sicily.
He's been wanted by Italian authorities since 1993 for a laundry list of charges. Murder, extortion, drug trafficking, you name it. He's even been linked to bombings in Rome, Florence and Milan. But despite countless raids, investigations and near captures, Denaro has remained elusive. He's like a phantom, always one step ahead of the law.
Some say he's hiding out in the rugged mountains of Sicily, protected by a network of loyalists. Others believe he's living a life of luxury abroad, funded by his ill-gotten gains. But one thing's for sure, Matteo Messina Denaro is a survivor.
He's managed to evade capture for longer than anyone thought possible, a testament to his cunning, his ruthlessness, and the enduring power of the Sicilian mafia. He's a symbol of the organization's resilience, its ability to operate in the shadows and maintain its grip on power, even in the face of intense pressure from law enforcement. And as long as Matteo Messina Denaro remains free, he'll continue to cast a long shadow over Sicily and the world. Hold on tight, folks, because we're about to dive into the world of a criminal mastermind who makes even the smartest guys in the room look like amateurs. This isn't your run-of-the-mill criminal. We're talking about someone who operates on a whole different level.
This is Semyon Mogilevic, the brainy don, and he's in a league of his own. His operations are so vast and intricate that they boggle the mind. We're not talking about your typical street thug here. Mogilevic is far removed from the petty crimes of the streets. Mogilevic is an economist by education, and trust me, this guy knows how to play the system like a Stradivarius. His academic background gave him the tools to manipulate financial systems with surgical precision.
He rose to prominence in the 1990s during the chaotic years following the collapse of the Soviet Union. It was a time of great upheaval and uncertainty. While everyone else was scrambling for scraps, Mogilevic saw an opportunity. He capitalized on the disarray to build his empire. He built a criminal empire that spanned across Eastern Europe, dabbling in everything from arms dealing and prostitution to money laundering on a scale that would make your head spin. His operations were vast and multifaceted.
But his real genius, it wasn't just in the crimes he committed. Mogilevic understood the power of legitimacy. He knew that to truly succeed, he needed to blend in with the legitimate world. He invested his dirty money in legitimate businesses, creating a complex web of shell companies and offshore accounts that made tracing his assets nearly impossible. This web was so intricate that it baffled even the most seasoned investigators.
This guy was so good, even the FBI had a tough time pinning anything on him. Their investigations often hit dead ends. He was finally indicted in 2003 on charges of racketeering and securities fraud, but guess what? The story doesn't end there. He's still out there, believed to be living comfortably in Russia. Despite the charges, he continues to evade capture.
Semyon Mogilevic is a prime example of how organized crime has evolved. It's no longer just about muscle and intimidation. It's not just about brute force anymore. The game has changed. It's about intelligence, strategy, and knowing how to manipulate the system from the inside out. Mogilevic's story is a testament to the power of brains over brawn in the world of organized crime.
Last but not least, we're talking about a guy who took corruption to a whole new level.
I'm talking about Alimjan Toktakunov, also known as Taiwan Chick, a name whispered in hushed tones in the world of international sports. This guy's story is straight out of a spy thriller. He's been accused of everything from arms trafficking and extortion to fixing Olympic figure skating competitions.
You heard me right. Olympic figure skating. Toktakunov allegedly used his connections and influence to rig the judging in the 2002 Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City. The scandal rocked the world of figure skating and exposed the dark underbelly of international sports.
Despite being indicted by US authorities, Toktakunov remains a free man, living openly in Russia. He's become a symbol of the challenges in combating transnational organized crime, especially when it involves powerful figures and corrupt officials.
The case of Alimjan Toktakunov shows that organized crime isn't confined to the back alleys and smoky back rooms. It can infiltrate even the most prestigious events, corrupting institutions and undermining the very fabric of our society. That's it, folks. We've journeyed into the dark heart of the criminal underworld, exploring the lives and crimes of some of the most dangerous individuals on the planet. These are the guys who operate in the shadows, pulling strings and leaving chaos in their wake. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Let us know in the comments which criminal shocked you the most and why. Was it El Chapo's prison escapes, Dwood Ibrahim's phantom-like existence, or maybe the sheer audacity of Alimjan Toktakunov's Olympic fix? Stay safe out there and see you in the next video.